Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening, welcome back to another episode of podcast Pundits. I am your host, Stella Strada. Some might know me as the free agent, and I'm back. As usual, joining my fellow pundits, starting from my left, Dre.
Yeah, Stray Man back in the building, trying to focus on the internationals, but not really caring. So, yeah, as you already know, average United fan, Man United fan. So, yeah, let's just get the Euros done and get some transfers in the bag, and then we keep it moving.
Yeah, next up, Strives.
Yo, man, what's these guys saying, man? It's your boy Strives, representing Arsenal, representing England, representing Nigeria. So, quite like I'm Della Strada. I'm also the man of many club and international faces.
No,
What?
let's not do that.
Oh, right.
Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Next up, Marley Marl.
Marley here, Man United supporter. Yeah, gearing up, getting ready for these Euros. Want to see the boy Bruno Fernandes bring it home. I kid. Just happy to be here, guys. Just happy to be here.
Finally, Joey.
Yeah, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, Liverpool supporter, on holiday. Excited for the Euros. Any football that comes on while I'm working, to be fair, I'm excited for. It's just a nice little respite. Turn from your computer screen, turn to the football. Always nice to have, man. So yeah, I'm gassed for it now.
Cool. Before we get into it, listeners, you can find us on all major platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You can interact with us on Twitter, TikTok, and maybe eventually in the near future, Instagram, once that's back up and running. So, right, yeah, the Euros, they're here. Starts on Friday. Before we go around and talk about the rest of the teams, let's talk about the country that we currently reside in. The England squad has been announced. So for you guys, were there any surprise omissions, any surprise people that were included? What's your thoughts on the actual 26-man squad from Southgate? Don't all speak at once.
Yeah. I think the only omission that I'm probably surprised of is Grealish not getting in. That's probably the one that surprised everyone. I think
even yourself, the one that's not a Grealish fan.
Yeah, no, it surprised me because obviously you already know that he's not taking Rashford, right? So automatically with Rashford not in, you just think, okay, if one of them's gonna go out of him and Grealish. So for Grealish to get dropped as well, you think, all right, he's really trying something new effectively.
Were you impressed by it?
I was. I think his selections have been brave in a way, to be fair, because I don't think obviously Kobe Mainoo's in it. That didn't surprise me, but like brothers like Wharton being in it and Eze being in that was somewhat of a surprise. The fact that
but on those let's focus on the midfield for now. Let's say Wharton. If Wharton wasn't in there, who else will be in there instead? Or let's say if Mainoo wasn't in there.
Good question.
Henderson would probably be in it.
Yeah, but Henderson is like...
I'm just saying...
Madders though, innit? Madison got dropped.
No, but Warburton is more like a CM, whereas
Madders
is what's his name again?
Warburton.
Warburton,
the bread.
He's hungry, innit? He's hungry.
Wharton and Mainoo, they're like CMs.
Yeah.
So the only person they could probably take instead of them is probably like Curtis Jones.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I guess it's just surprising because like when I was seeing the midfielders, I just automatically thought Maddison would be in, and brothers like Wharton would get knocked out. So it's brave. It's very, very brave of me. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how he sets them up. But it's a strong team, but I have a funny feeling he's still going to Gareth Southgate it, bruv.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by him dropping Maguire.
No, he was injured.
No, he was injured. Yeah.
Oh, is that 100% confirmed?
But then how come
Luke Shaw's injured as well?
I was just going to ask, how did Shaw make it into the
it's
team?
It's different because I think with Maguire, I think what he said is that by the time he recovers from his injury, like we're probably like in the quarters or something, or maybe in the semis, so you can't risk that. Whereas Luke Shaw is,
I think he's close.
He should be back from this. Yeah, should be back in the group stage, and he's only left-sided left back available.
Well, he's barely played, man. Like, he should have. Yeah,
I get that one. Who's the coward here?
Luke Shaw, man.
Oh,
Why is Luke Shaw a coward?
But how is he always miraculously being fit for these tournaments, brother?
someone said it was Ten Hag's fault.
Coward, bro.
He was blaming everyone. He was blaming
That's
everyone.
what I'm saying. Everyone by himself, bro. This is why Jose said he couldn't think for himself, bro.
Mm.
Get
So
out of here, man.
you saw that quote as well, because I thought that quote read a bit weird. Like I was like, bro, like it was lacking accountability. It felt like it felt like what you see in them female podcasts.
But what the honesty guy is, it was. I don't know, man. It's just. And when I also read
you're
it,
mad, bro. This goes viral, bro.
When I read it as well, I obviously like through the week you haven't done the story to go on Man United. You haven't really heard Ineos come out in support of Manchester United and stuff, innit? Like with all the reports saying that they've been interviewing managers, they've interviewed Southgate, they've interviewed Tuchel. And then you just think like for him to drop that statement, then it's just like, but what, like you're trying to throw him under the bus, like even more, brother. Or is he confirmed to be going? I just thought it was cowardly, bro. I don't know.
But then I think he was trying to.
Maybe he's got a point though.
But what point? What is his point?
What is his
point? I think his point was in that he shouldn't have been playing, and I think the manager's asking him to play, knowing full well that he's injured.
Yeah, but then
he said like, if a manager asks you to play for him, you're gonna play for him.
Yeah, but you can say no. I don't feel
that's what I'm saying. It's cowardly.
Yeah, but no. But so for example, obviously we've not played in the Premier League, but if I'm injured and then the manager asks me to do a job for him, and I know I can give something, but not 100%. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, then say that. But if the manager then said I'm gonna play you 90 minutes, you say no, I haven't got that in me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When your manager doesn't have faith in you when he needs you the most, that's why Sancho had to go on mental health retreat. We don't know. So brothers are scared to cross.
You know what it is.
But let's not keep this too much on United. But
yeah.
Nah. But I think just going back to Shaw, I think what it is, I think he wasn't trying to blame anyone, but he was almost trying to say like, I was injured, but I was still kind of trying to play. Before people were saying, like when they're injured, they don't play, they don't want to play at all, or because Man United are playing awful, they didn't want to play. So in my mind, he was like, I was still a little bit injured, but I thought I could kind of play through it. But he should know himself, bro. Like you've had a broken leg, like in a game, like come on, bro. Like
he's making excuses, and when I say it's in a cowardly way, he's making excuses, but at the same time trying to appear like, all right, I'm gonna
die for the club.
I'm willing to die on the hilltop. That, bro, like, nah, bro, get out of here, man. Listen, and as I said, this is what Jose said about him, bro. Jose said that he feels like he needs to think for him on the pitch, and evidently this is.
It's kind of right. But then I was going to say as well, moving back to England, I think even though Rashford's had a bad season, I don't know, like for England, he normally like turns up. So I don't know, man. Maybe.
But with that one, you've got. Obviously,
they were abundance, man.
Yeah, but what Miles said, like it was surprising that he never took Grealish or Rashford. So maybe the other one. Because in Eze, no experience. In Gordon, no experience. And Jack's profile slightly different to. If he took Gordon and he didn't take Rashford, I'll sort of get it because they're both like running behind. But not to take Grealish, and I get why he hasn't taken it. But Grealish is when the game's tight, you bring him on, draws in players, gets a foul.
Free kicks, man.
So, yeah. So that one I understood. But then you've got Eze who could potentially do that, but we don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jack Grealish is the most fouled. I'm sure he's to this day he's still the most fouled in the Premier League. In the last Euros, he was the most fouled. I can't remember what it was in the World Cup, but obviously you had Harry Maguire for those free kicks that he got his headers and
that's true.
Them. So I am surprised tactically that he didn't take Jack Grealish.
But are we saying,
but one thing there's a lot of new additions in this team, but I'm still kind of struggling to figure out who's been left out of the squad. Have you guys like thought about that? Because obviously how Maguire's not in there. And Jack Grealish isn't in there, and Rashford.
Reece James.
Oh, okay, Reece James.
Henderson.
Calvin Phillips.
Solanke.
Eric Dyer.
Solanke was never in the squad though.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Eric. Was that Eric Dyer in the Euros?
He hasn't been in the squad for a while now.
Yeah, he wasn't in the Euros.
But you think with Bayin, he might have...
Raheem,
yeah.
You know what I was gonna say, because I was just waiting to get an opportunity to interject. You see, as you're talking about Jack Grealish, like no one's mentioning Raheem no more. Like, is that is that usual? Like, am I like forcing
But
it?
but the difference is like Raheem hasn't played for England for a while.
Yeah,
where
he's been out
Grealish
for a
has
while.
been playing. He's been in the England squads.
That's true.
But a lot of people would probably besides Saka would say Raheem Sterling was one of England's best performers in the World Cup, which was just
Yeah.
last season.
No, he has been. But
or last-
obviously, this
yeah.
season, like
Mm.
he hardly played any England games. That's why people are not really too surprised.
Yeah,
Whereas
it's
all the others like Rashford, Grealish, they've been playing.
Mm. But then,
it's a wound that's already healed, basically. That I think everyone's gone through the shock of him being at the squad for a while now.
Yeah,
but
he's no longer favoured.
Yeah,
no, I get that, but then I'm thinking about Grealish, and like you see where you guys say you're surprised. I think England will be fine in it. Like
Me
not
too.
because I've got anything against Grealish, but I know when I've just using a Sterling example, like Sterling, I don't feel like he's been any worse than Grealish for club. Yeah, when I'm comparing their performances for club and for country, Sterling performs better. So I feel like if anything, I would probably be more baffled at the omission of Sterling still than Grealish, purely just
My
because.
guys have played for like what 10 games or something.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking that outreach should still be lingering. So if I'm because I like with Grealish, so basically the Grealish thing isn't a thing for me. Like I know why. Like I'm not like blind or like I'm not like deaf to what everyone has been saying or whatnot. I know why everyone's saying Grealish. Obviously, he plays for Man City. Obviously, he's mad successful with City, but have you not? He can run up players. He can maybe create something out of nothing. But these are things that we haven't really seen him do, in my opinion, to a prominent factor in an England shirt, like whereby we'd miss him. I think we'd be fine. Like I think as you said, Del Estrada earlier, I think Eze can be that replacement.
Yeah.
Be that replacement element whereby we don't need to think about Grealish. I know they haven't got experience and stuff, but we've seen like for club like Maino hasn't got the experience of some of the other players for Manchester United, but we've seen how he stepped up to the big stage and performed in the big moments for club. So who's to say that your Eze or your Anthony Gordons couldn't do it for England? Like I personally think
completely not saying that. As I said, I'm actually in fact that the team that he picked, I'm actually surprised and like pleasantly
I was going to say the same thing.
I'm quite happy with it, but it still is like understanding how he's picked players like in previous seasons. It's surprising then that Grealish and Rashford, because it's completely different to what his usual approach.
Jerry's like one of these African.
You're moving gay,
He just
Jerry.
found out about technology.
Don't you think that
you have to put the hand down.
Sorry. Hey.
This guy, you know what this guy's just done? He's just made editing a nightmare, bro. Like, this guy's box is just jumping from back.
Stravs, what you were saying about Grealish being replaced by Eze, don't you think that Raheem Sterling has been like replaced by Cole Palmer, Foden, and Saka in terms of what he offers as well?
That's a good point.
Fair point.
That is a fair point. Yeah, I suppose he has done, especially when you consider the season Cole Palmer's had, and obviously Saka's effects for impact for England.
Even Bowen, by the way,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I was gonna say no. Bowen is like when I've seen Bowen play for in the friendlies for England, he's looked quite promising. Obviously, he's kind of been like wicked for West Ham, like been dope for West Ham. And when I've seen him for England, he's got that directness about him. He's I don't want to be rude and say he's like a poor man Saka, but I feel like he can do what Saka can do. Like if we had to sub Saka out, I think Bowen can give you something that similar to what Saka brings you, in my opinion. Like I'm not saying that they're anywhere near the same level, but I just feel like Bowen could be. I think Bowen could be a surprise element for the team if used.
Why are you saying Bowen?
Bowen or whatever. I don't know, man. African pronunciation, man.
But I was gonna
Bowen, yeah.
Nah, I was gonna say anyway.
Yes, sir.
In terms of
Jay's laughing. He doesn't know you guys are saying that.
No, he knows.
I was just gonna say, if my thing is that I'm annoyed with Southgate because when he has the chance to play these players in friendlies, he doesn't.
Yeah,
And now all of a sudden he's
Good point.
picked them to go to Euros.
Yeah.
And if he didn't pick them, we'd be moaning at him. So now I'm almost like, okay, you picked them, so show me what you got. Like, where's,
That's where I'm at. Whereas I feel like the nation seems to be panicking, like, because we've been
really?
calling. But I feel like we've been calling out for this change.
Well,
yeah?
but the nation will always panic. Anything Southgate does, there will be people out there who don't agree with it or something.
But is that
agree
because
with
they
it.
don't rate him or trust him?
It's funny
true.
that, but to Dre's point, with the squad how it is now, fair enough. It's like if I was to ask you guys, how would you rank England's chances of actually winning the tournament with this squad?
Oh, it's high.
It was a lot higher, but it was a lot higher before the game that just went, the Iceland game.
That's the thing I was gonna say, because even a lot of time it's all about relationships, isn't it?
Yeah.
So England haven't really played with this team in the friendlies or any other qualifiers. So now they're all literally being put together in readiness for this tournament. And you can see when they played against Bosnia, and then Iceland, you can see like the midfield was just very disjointed. And even against, obviously, that first midfield, Trent played. The next midfield, Maino played. Then Declan Rice played, but it was still disjointed, And I think, obviously, a lot of times people have been calling for England to be a bit more expressive, but at this stage, to what extent can they be expressive without having holes in their midfield or even in their squad?
My controversial opinion, is Trent was getting in Saka's way, man.
When he played right back.
Yeah, but he was, you know what? Let me not say getting in his way, but we weren't using Saka, bro. Like, I get it. He got onto the pitch. He created a chance out and up. Joey, just chill out. I can see your face. So just see. I'm looking at your video. I can see.
I didn't even watch the game, bro. So this is all new to me.
No, he got on. He created a chance ASAP, and he obviously you look like that explosive, dynamic, creating chances as Trent would do. But there was just bare times he's just skipping Saka, like, bro. I feel like he needs to watch a couple of Ben White videos and see how to just link up.
Watching with your Arsenal shirt.
He's absolutely
I don't think so.
Because he came on and done well, bro.
Yeah,
he came on and done all right, but then after a while, it was just like, all right, bro, you're doing a lot now, bro, man. Come on, use Saka a little bit.
But if he's doing all right, what does he need to?
So what's Saka doing there then? Use him, bro. Bounce off of him, bro. Play with him
now, innit? He's turning him into Bow.
You're dumb, man. But anyway, I knew it would be an unpopular and potentially controversial opinion, but I just feel like them two. I think Trent should play on the right. I don't think he should play in the midfield for me. I think he should be right back. But yeah, I think he should be right back.
So choose your England starting 11 then.
So my starting 11 will be although Ramsdale got beat in their post, I still have
Ramsdale's not coming.
I know, but
you start Ramsdale.
I'll start
Ramsdale over Pickford. I think I will.
There's a lot of changes going on here.
I think he's better than Pickford, so why not?
He hasn't played. That's what I'm saying. It's about relationships, so there's no relationship there.
So do you want me to do the realistic lineup or my lineup?
Okay,
no, both. A bit of both.
Yeah. But we know at least Pickford will be number one. We know.
Okay, so Pickford will be number one. Then I'll say Trent right back, Stones, Guihi centre back. Gay, whatever, man.
No, you're a troublemaker.
He's a troublemaker. He's that order. I'd put Gomez left back, by you. I'll put Gomez left back. Then I'd have Deckers.
Why Gomez? No, I can't finish it now.
Yeah. I'll put Declan Rice. I would put Maino. And then Bellingham in the 10. I know this. I know that might upset you, Della. And then on the right, I've got Saka, Kane, and then I'll put Foden on the left.
Sorry.
So my thinking for that is when like Kane likes to drop in a lot. Kane likes to drop in, and I feel like that would then allow the space for Bellingham to kind of just run in and do his crash bang wallop stuff that he does. I feel like Rice and Maino together, they can pick up some synergy. I know that there was a little bit off in the game against Iceland for the goal that was conceded, but I feel like that will pick up both quality players. I feel like them two can marshal the midfield together. I think with Trent, we've got Trent that can come. He can kick Trent dropping in, can spraying passes into the midfield if necessary, or bombing down. creating chances from the right like he did against Iceland. And hopefully he watches a couple of Ben White videos and learns how to link up with Saka. Them two can be a force on the right. And Foden, I think Foden, when asked to kind of get in the middle and create like he does for Man City, I don't think it works for England. I don't know what it is. I've seen different theories and stuff like that. I'd put him out on the left just because I feel like you can't take the risk of not having that quality, that star quality, not on the pitch. So I would put him on the left. We've seen him shine on the left for City. He certainly can do it for England. I'll just put him on the left or start him there, and then we can maybe rejig it. That's what my team would be. And to answer the question you was going to ask, why would I go with Gomez? I think he was quite competent and reliable when he played left back most of the season for Liverpool. In fact, he actually quite impressed me a few times in some performances as well. So I think he would. I think he'd be quite stable for England there.
So does anyone agree or disagree with that team from Strives?
I agree with it. For them, I agree with it, but I would probably take out. I'd actually take out Mainu from midfield and maybe I'd actually put Trent in midfield. I think creatively, you kind of need to have Trent on the pitch, particularly if I'm not going to put on Trippier for like set pieces and so forth. I think if you got Trent on the pitch, you kind of don't need Trippier.
I say bring on. What's going on with Kyle Walker?
I would put Kyle Walker in, and I'd swap Mainu for
So you're playing Trent in midfield?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a go.
If I was to put him on, I'll put Trent on in midfield. But
in midfield as well.
Did you say Rice is playing as well?
Yeah,
in your team. I think Rice will probably have to do the dirty work. Bellingham doing crash bang will up and Trent in CM. Yeah, if I was gonna do that, if I was playing your formation. But I'd likely not play. I'll probably go 3 at the back, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, also an option, to be fair. With Trippier as a wing back or Gomez.
Trippier or Trent as wing back. But I'll go Kyle Walker right centre back. John Stones and either Mark Gurhey or Lewis Dunk, because Lewis Dunk's a good passer, but Gurhey is obviously a bit more athletic and he's a decent passer as well.
And you're losing the midfielder then?
No, I'm going 3 at the back in it.
So 3 at the back, 2 wing backs. 3 at
the back, 2 wing backs. Midfield. I'm not really thought about the midfield.
So are you playing Trent as a wing back?
Trent or Trippier, to be fair.
You might have done a lot of experiments, isn't it? This is
but obviously, this is what I'm saying. I would have tried this in obviously the friendlies.
But let's say what's available now.
Then I'm going with Strives. I'm going Trent, not necessarily starting, but if I play him, I'd likely play him right back or centre mid, more likely centre mid than right back. But Kyle Walker will get the nod only because Gareth Southgate plays quite defensive, and I don't think he trusts Trent to play right back.
He's never really trusted him right back, has he?
No.
He's even missed out of the squad rather than play. He's been dropped from the squad, I think, from memory, rather than being brought right back. So by all measures of estimations and accounts, I'm guessing he will play centre mid. But I think he'll play both, to be fair, but in little bursts. But most likely going to play centre mid more than right back. Yeah,
I think what Southgate will have is, like we said, I think trying to fit all these players in how we think is not going to work. I think it's going to be a little bit disjointed, man. We saw that against, just see the highlights against Iceland, and he's for me, he's done this too late. Yeah, I know 100%. Players have come into the mix. Obviously, he's got to pick them because they've come into the mix late in the season. They've kind of shown up, but most of the teams that normally go on to win it, their teams are kind of solidified.
Yeah, probably from the last tournament. And
exactly.
I think the thing is that in the last Euros, you got to the finals. You should be kind of building off of that as much as possible, trying to galvanize it. And
people have been injured, didn't it? People have been injured, off form. The likes of Rashford, Grealish, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, though. Maybe you have to take someone like Rashford, even if his form's been poor, and just say this is your last.
But I think Rashford probably wasn't the one that you do that with You know, just because I think he's just been off form, and you have someone.
Yeah,
like
he's
a
been off
Gordon
form
to
for like
do-
two seasons. Is it?
Yeah,
I can't
but
fault.
overall,
But
I personally think he's going to play with because I don't think he would have been impressed with that with the starting lineup of Rice and Maino together.
sorry, just quick one on that Iceland game. Was that him just trying to shoehorn everybody and give them a last competitive
Nah,
kind of run out? Or
I think the team that he started off with in the first half was probably the team I think he wanted to play.
Yeah,
in
strongest
the
team.
first
okay.
game. But I
Okay.
think that midfield, unless he's going to give it a chance again, but I think it seemed a bit disjointed.
Yeah.
So what he may do is probably play Gallagher and Rice.
No, the reports are saying Trent's going to start. That's what a lot of people are saying at the minute. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying at the minute.
Yeah. Personally, I'll play Trent right back and inverted right back, and play Stones and Kyle Walker centre back.
I got a
Yes.
feeling that he doesn't really know what to do with this inverted thing.
So who would you play left back then, Della?
I'm playing Trippier because, as I've been saying, he's played there before, and at this stage, it's all about relationships. And I think Gomez hasn't played in that back five. Trippier's played there before. You got John Terry's played there before. You got Carl Walker's played there before. If you now add Gomez into the mix, it's sort of too many changes in that back line already, and there's too many changes already in that team going into a tournament. So if he's to Dre's point, if he'd done this experiment earlier on in some friendlies, yeah, but now. No, you don't. I don't think it makes sense. I think Gomez is literally there just for cover.
So where does everyone have like what's everyone's opinion like? Where does England like in terms of like favourites? Where do they sit?
In my opinion, I think England should be aiming for minimum semi-finals, bro, or it's a failure, bro. That's my opinion.
And that is possible.
Wait, sorry, say that again. Stripes, what was that again?
Semi-finals.
Minimum semi-finals, or it's a failure for me.
Yeah. I think
Their
they
group
should be going to win the tournament. So
Yeah.
semi-finals might even be a bit too lenient as well, to be honest.
And
Yeah,
what is it? They've changed the format this year as well. Is it there's more teams this year, right, than last time?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's the top two teams, and then the four third best
Yeah.
places.
Okay.
are what they're
Okay.
called.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't that how Portugal went through and won it though? So I don't know if they've changed that. I think they've added more teams, but I know Portugal drew one game and
Yeah, they went through without winning the game, didn't they? Yeah.
Well,
Probably
that-
similar
was that Portugal?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure it was
Portugal,
Portugal.
yes. Whenever it was Ronaldo, yeah.
True
they were
champions,
dead.
bro.
Yeah.
True champions, bro.
Because
Yeah,
I have Portugal as one of my favourites, bro. I
They've got a
Oh,
good-
really?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard Portugal's name once. Like, it's
Well,
surprising.
I think they got a good team, but I feel like because it's the manager Martinez, I think that's when people are a bit more skeptical.
Was it this the same format that AFCON taught the African nations?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, because that's how Ivory Coast ended up winning it. Because
So on that subject, obviously, so we're saying we're expecting England to get to the semis. Who
I expect them to get to the finals, bro. If I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest, with this.
so most
team.
people expect them to get to at least to the finals or
Yeah,
semis.
but what about the French team and the German team? Like, there's some.
German team's got a
I
new.
was definitely getting there.
I think it's
Oh,
good.
sorry.
But
Apologies.
so you're saying Portugal?
No. As in, France and for me are the winners.
Yeah.
I think I'm surprised that Portugal hasn't been mentioned alongside like England and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, but asking you, where do you think they're gonna? How far do you think they're gonna get?
England.
No, Portugal.
I think Portugal get to the finals.
Yeah?
Personally, yeah.
Is this that Bruno Fernandes thing again?
No, their team's lit, bro. Like
Why is their team lit?
So they've got Rafael Leao. They've got Jota, who's obviously scoring goals.
But he's just back from
Yeah.
injury though.
Yeah, he played.
But
He
I
played
think
last game.
he's been back for a little bit though.
Yeah, because he scored in
played
the last
final
game of the
season.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure he scored in the last game of the game before that. They've got that the Neves guy that we've been chasing. They've got a good Bruno.
The young Nevers.
Yes,
the
for
young one.
Benfica.
Benfica.
Yeah.
There you go. Ruben Diaz. No, the team's lit, bro.
That
Like,
team
Yeah,
is
but
there.
this is the same team they had in the World Cup, and they weren't that great in the World Cup.
But again, it's a relationship, isn't it? So I'll say
yeah,
they probably had one more year. Of
Yeah, no,
whatever.
so yeah, I while I agree with that, I don't see necessarily because so is everyone else in it.
yeah.
So
Where
I
they
don't-
finish in the World Cup? Where they get to the World Cup? Let me just double check that.
I just remember them having a shootout with South Korea, bro.
Well, but let
Oh,
me
yeah.
ask you guys: whilst you're finding the Portugal or when they finish, why do people have France as like one of the favorites? Is it solely because of Mbappe?
No.
Like
So I think it's Saliba as well.
Is it not?
but Saliba's not a starter.
Saliba's never played before.
But you have to say like because if you look at the French team, so if I say their midfielders, you got Camavinga, Fofana, Rabiot,
No, I remember this because of the World Cup.
Zaire,
It's because of the World Cup, man. They got to the
Tchouaméni,
final.
Griezmann and Kante. That's
Yeah,
their
yeah.
midfield. And
But
Who won the Euros last time? Wasn't them?
Yeah, Italy.
was it? Yeah, Italy beat England, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And then France got to the finals with
World Cup.
Argentina.
When the World,
Yeah,
the World Cup,
so-
and then they won the World. And then they won the World Cup
They
before
lost the
that.
World-
No.
They probably won it before that, yeah.
Yeah,
before that, and then there was
2018.
Yeah, but that team has changed a lot since then. That had Pogba and them, man. There.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying the France team, to answer your questions, because they got to the finals and they had a good showing against Argentina in the finals.
Mm.
They
I know, but I'm
probably,
just looking at because if you compare this team to the Portuguese team, you're probably seeing a lot more play. Like, okay, I respect.
I think in terms of like cohesion, I think France they just seem to for the last few tournaments anyway they've just seemed to get it right. Like everyone just seemed on the same similar to England, to be fair, or how the camps have been perceived. Like the vibe just seems to be there. And with the France team, I kind of get that same kind of feeling with them as well. Like they can just come together all of a sudden and they're clicking like they've been playing club football like for weeks. I don't know what is with France, but they've got to be favourites.
I'm with you on that particular thing. But yeah,
Well, but I think people are sleeping.
and they got a better manager as well. To be fair,
Sleeping on
Germany.
Germany,
Germany should be strong, man.
because they got a new manager.
Kai Havertz is looking crazy for Germany at the minute.
Well, like, every day you always drop an Arsenal player.
I'm the Arsenal correspondent, innit? But so I'm just looking after my players, innit?
Considering God.
Sorry,
No,
before
before you go to the Dutch team, like the German team, obviously they're at home, and they've got Musiala, they got Wirtz, Gundogan, Cruz,
yeah. Sane.
No, yeah, Sane, but I don't think he's going to start.
Yeah,
You've got Kimmich, you've got Neuer, you've got Rudiger. Like their teams and people talking about the team, they've got experience and youth,
but they had that same team in the last Euros as well. So not to say, that's what I'm saying. But this is a new manager, so that's why for me, they're a bit of an unknown quantity in that sense. Other than what we know of the players from before, the guy that used to pick his nose and pick his batty on camera, he left. No, not Flick. Joachim Löw.
Oh no!
Before he left, they were kind of a known quantity, and then just that last Euros is when I've never seen a Germany that bad before. So they'll be trying to right that wrong.
Looking at the German team now, I think what is this German like? The German team in recent years, their striker's always been pretty dead or like unrecognizable. Obviously, they've got the full crew guy now for Dortmund. That's what he's been doing all right.
He looks all right, but I don't think he's like an elite striker.
Yeah, I don't even. But see the Germans, they don't need an elite striker. They just have that team.
Precision.
Yeah, that's it.
And to be fair, same with France as well. France had Giroud, he's not really. He's an elite striker, but he's not clinical in terms of in front of goal type thing. I could kind of see Fulkrug in the same. No, maybe not. Actually, not.
Yeah, no.
That's
not too bad a shout.
Yeah.
That's not too bad a shout though. And Havertz isn't too bad a shout in terms of relating him to Giroud.
Yeah, they should do all right. Home advantage, isn't it? Like, so they stayed on that alone. They should relatively get pretty far in the tournament. But
I think it's their midfield as well. I think their midfield is their selling point. If you ask me, with Musiala, Wirtz, Sane, Cruz, Gundogan.
What is all those guys starting though? Like who's just starting for them?
They'll start. I was playing with them on FIFA the other day, and I was like, these guys are sick. I think it was Gundogan and Cruz in the middle. Then you've got Musiala and Wirtz playing as inverted wingers.
Solid.
Then you've got Havertz and someone else was playing with him. Can't remember who the other person that was there.
Right, so you don't have any what's that hench brother?
Well, you can even play Havertz and that Fulkrug.
Oh no, sorry, he didn't even get called up to the squad.
Who's that?
The Bayern Munich hench brother. What's his name again?
Bayern Munich.
Goretzka.
Yeah, he didn't get called up.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, he got admitted, didn't he? Yeah. There's a few surprising ones.
So you said Kimmich and Toni Kroos
in the midfield. No, Gundogan and Cruz.
So no Kimmich.
Kimmich should just go right back or something.
You're putting right back. Okay.
Yeah. Go back where you are, man.
So let's just why don't we do basically what do we think? Like, who do you think will get to the final then?
I think Germany.
I need to see how it matches up.
Yeah. see the roadmap in it.
But
Yeah.
I think potentially, if it's said that England could potentially meet France in the semis.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. In the
I think
semis.
I think that's if they both obviously win their groups.
You
I think-
what do you not think of Italy?
I never think of anything else, to be honest.
You never write them off, but I haven't seen anyone to be like scared of.
In the last tournament, none of you guys had Italy as
No.
doing
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
and since the tournament as well, they haven't really
No.
they ain't pulled up any trees, to be fair.
What
But, like,
the experience pulls them through, bro, as we've seen, man.
yeah, true.
What about Spain?
True. We haven't talked about them.
Feelings
Yeah.
at all, man.
They're always a tricky little team, ain't they? Let's see who they got.
I don't know this new manager, bro.
But
De La
they've
Fuente.
got, I don't even know who that is. But
So they
they've
got-
got Rodri, Zubimendi, Fabian Ruiz,
Or Yazaba.
Who's Zubimendi? Who's that?
that-
Oh, yeah.
Zubimendi
Martin
from
Zubimendi.
Real Sociedad.
They got Thingy as well. Pedri,
Not familiar with
Yeah.
his game.
Danny
And
Olmo.
Gavi's injured. Yeah, Almo. I can't even say his name. He's
Baina,
from Real Sociedad as well.
or Yazaba.
Yeah, that's that guy. Old tight
Mm.
year.
Do you know what I
Um,
thought was Spanish this whole time, bruv? Brahim Diaz, bruv. He's not even Spanish.
it-
bruv.
No, he was. He
Yeah.
decided to choose. Was it Morocco?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. That's what I'm in the Moroccan squad. I was like,
I think he's half. I think
yeah, it's hard. It's
Must be,
half
but
Spanish.
he's
Yeah,
supposed to represent.
he did used
Yeah.
to represent Spain, though.
Yeah,
I think he was born. He was born in Spain, I think.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Netherlands. What are we saying?
They're playing now, to be fair.
Ronald Koeman. I'm not really feeling their attack, man, if I'm gonna be honest, man.
Yeah, whenever you look at their
Yeah.
squad, they're just there's always like a couple of people, maybe like a few people you know, and then there's just like bare randos. Like you think,
Because they got
Never really-
Wakehorst and
Yeah,
flipping
Wakehorst.
Depay, haven't they?
Is
Yeah,
Weghorst in
like-
the team?
yeah.
Brian Brobby,
yeah.
but Bergwijn.
Robbie's good though.
They
Brian
got
Brobby's alright.
Gakpo.
Yeah. The guy I like though, you know that Reinders. He plays for AC,
For
AC
AC.
Milan. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's decent.
They got that Xavi Simons as well.
I always
He's
hear
good.
Javi Simmons. I don't actually know anything about him.
He's actually good.
I don't know
I
who-
thought it
He
was.
looks the part still.
Yeah,
No, you remind
nah,
yeah,
he's
but
decent,
that's what I'm
he's
saying though.
decent.
That's why I think he might be fraud though, because he reminds you of
Ampadu.
Serginho Dest.
No.
That guy was
that's out of order.
They look similar.
Yeah, that guy's
It's a big face. Nah,
he
nah.
looked the part, but he looked the part.
Similar, no,
bro.
but similar. When I say looks the part, I've seen as in when he plays.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I
The
thought you
ball.
meant like, yeah.
I thought it was going to be like another like a Mampadu, you know
Nah.
or George, you know Ake, you know back in
Yeah,
the day,
I
you used to
thought
always see
Ethan Ampadu
players
was
like
gonna be
sitting
the-
in the stands. They used to always like be
Yeah.
children. You think, who is this guy? When are they going to play, bro?
I'm
Ampadu
hoping he has a
tricked you,
good shoot.
Ampadu tricked me proper over.
Yeah, where is he
Yeah.
now? He's in Championship.
No, he was in Italy last
No,
time.
he's
I
at
saw.
Leeds.
Oh, he's at
Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Well, I hope he has a good tournament, man. Simmons. I hope he does.
Yeah, like again, it's a nice opportunity for like what I like. I always say this when I'm talking about Liverpool and the academy guys. This is a great opportunity to put yourself in the shop window. Not even for a new club, just to your manager, especially if your club's got a new manager, just to say like, bro, I can do something. Obviously, like Sancho is not going to the World Cup, but if you've had the season like Sancho where you're at loggerheads with your team and your manager, this is where you can go and show them. Like Pogba used to always take this opportunity to show the world what he can do in a great situation. But yeah, that's why I'm excited, man. But also, you never sign a player after a fucking international tournament, man.
But on that, Jerry, apart from like seeing some of your players flourish that are currently at Liverpool, is there any potential players that you've been linked to that are going to the Euro that you say, I'm going to do some scout watch on them?
You know what's crazy? A lot of the players that we've been linked to aren't even like first team for their country. To be fair, like for example, a guy we've been linked to is like I think his name's Andrade or something like that, but plays from Atalanta. Edison, maybe it's Edison.
What position?
Centre mid.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Copa America's this this summer as well. But I don't think he's even in the Brazilian squad, man. So a lot of the players we've been linked to, another guy Kokchu, who was from, I think he was on loan at Feyenoord, but I think he was at Benfica or something like that. We've just been linked to players that aren't very high
linked with the
profile.
same guy Man United are linked with, that Sporting guy, Inacio as well. I think Liverpool might have been in for him.
What's his name?
Is Inacio, Inacio. Inacio.
What country?
Inacio. He's Portuguese, isn't it?
I don't know if I've heard.
You're linked to
Never heard.
Nevers.
Yeah, that Nevers guy.
Yeah.
Apparently in the race.
But that guy as well.
Where'd you play? Where'd you play, Joe?
He plays at the back, isn't it?
Centre back.
Oh, I think I know.
You know
who
the guy I'm
I
talking
think
about.
I know who you're talking about. Yes, Gonzalez. Yeah.
Concalo or whatever his name is.
He's a decent young centre back, apparently.
Yeah.
But we were linked with him a while ago, like when Ruben Amorim was supposed to be coming to Liverpool. So that's why I kind of like poo-pooed it once that was not happening.
Mm.
So is that Andrade guy that you're potentially?
Sorry, I think his name.
Let's say from the Euros. Is there any player that you link that's European that's might be at this tournament?
No big names, to be fair. No big names, man. To be again, I think because nobody really knows how Arne Slot plays or what to expect from him. There's the rumor mill hasn't really been going crazy about Liverpool so far. Like obviously we're hearing Arsenal with some solid links to Sesko or Man United with some solid links as well. But I've not really been hearing very much about Liverpool. Everything is just like take it with a pinch of salt, to be completely honest, man.
So for United fans, what's your thoughts? Because obviously you don't know your manager situation. So have you had any players that you're potentially linked to that might be in the Euros? And let's say, like, how realistic are they? Because you don't know the manager's situation.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, to your point, I'm really just going into tournament just like looking forward to seeing the Man United boys. And like, so Højlund's obviously in the tournament. He'll probably start as a starter for his national team.
In Denmark, isn't it?
Yeah, Denmark. Yeah,
he's in England's group.
Yeah, and then we obviously got the Maynard. I'm just looking forward to seeing him. But in terms of like signings, like I genuinely don't know where we're going to go at the minute or what we're doing. I mean, I mentioned earlier about Ten Hag and his him. It's not being certain that he's actually going to stay at the club. That seems to be the general sentiment between most Man United fans at the minute. So we kind of just want to kind of get that resolved first, and then see where we stand. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to see watching the United boys, man, and hopefully have a potentially good tournament. I was hoping we were going to be linked or put a couple of big bids in for this Wharton guy, like having
Palace.
Palace as well.
Why
Palace are not going to sell him, man.
He's cold.
No, I know everyone's been getting on about him, and I listen to podcasts, and they're like, "Yeah, he's good." But why do people think Palace will sell him after like 6 months?
No, absolutely not. Obviously,
if the money's right, why not?
But the money has to be too much.
He's right.
Yeah, it would have to be through the ceiling because
to destroy 5 players.
I think it'd be too soon as well, man.
It would be too soon.
Well, he just came from the Championship. Had a few
20 mil for the Championship is a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, had a few months. I don't know, a young 65.
Nah.
Well, you think
remember what they wanted? Bayern Munich wanted to talk to Oliver Glasner. Crystal Palace said 100 million, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
But then imagine what you could do, like if you sell 1 or 2 like players there, like if
they're going to try and probably sell Olise.
They will sign 2. I think 2 will go because that's good bread. Oh, yeah, on the back of a
Olise and Eze.
I think so.
One of them at least.
Eze, Wharton, Olise, one of the 2.
It won't be Wharton, but I think it'll be like Ayew will be allowed to leave.
Jordan
Ayew. We're talking about real money here, bro. We're talking about real money.
We're talking about assets here,
yeah, anybody will make, bro. But I think it will most likely be Eze and Olise, and I think
the same window.
Yeah, because I think when I look at how he used to play, he didn't necessarily need Olise, and as good as I think Eze is, I think you can replace him.
But that's like
for cheaper.
But he's like the same way when Palace was very dependent on Zaha.
Exactly. I would say the same thing.
Now.
Yeah, but remember we're talking about Hodgson versus Glasner.
No, this was before Hodgson. Zaha's always been the main guy for every single manager that's been in Palace.
I don't think they'll lose both. I can't
Yeah.
see it.
Okay,
They'll lose
but
one of
I
them.
think
my point is this manager is capable of building a team without Elise and Eze.
Yeah,
That's the point. I think he
and
backs
I would
himself
agree with
to do
that. I would agree with that. I think Palace now, well, obviously they've got that Dougie Friedman back as well.
Mm.
And I think they genuinely they're a selling club. Let's be honest. Like, so if they can get top dollar for a player, or players, off the back of a decent run of what was it, like 7 games, they'll cash in. And at the minute, like, they can get top dollar for any one of the players that are currently like sought after. So I think they'll sell, and they'll back themselves to be able to replace them.
Have I read correctly that Eze's got a release clause of like 60 mil?
Yeah,
60 million,
something like that.
But I think Elise is lower. I think Elise.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Elise's got a little bit like injury concerns. So I'm just thinking from a Arsenal perspective.
I think
Who I'd be interested in. I'd take Eze, man. I'd take.
I think Eze.
Sorry,
Yes.
just on Palace as well. You look at the signings that they've made. Wharton in January. That Munoz guy, right back.
Yeah, it's good.
Was it in January as well?
January, yeah. And then they've signed Kamada. Obviously, we don't know too much, but I know that from his Frankfurt days.
Who's the guy that signed from Italy? Or was that
From
some guy?
Napoli. Yeah, that's the Kamada. When he was at
Franco.
Frankfurt, he was on business as well. I don't know if he was on loan at Napoli, I think, or something like that. But I'm not to say he's going to be good, but he's a good profile of player that they should be signing. So I think Dougie Friedman and this guy are capable of finding gems that can replace certain players as well.
They are, but sometimes you still need to be prem ready as well. And it's two marquee players, and then
I
bring
agree.
in 2 players before you know it. Who knows? Before they embed into the team, you guys are fighting relegation already.
So sometimes they ran out of ideas with them not in the team. That was the issue.
Yeah.
That sometimes they looked just a bit dry, man. Like
again, but with this
creative.
recruitment,
No, I agree.
we'll
But I
see.
think
there's recruitment, and there's obviously putting them on the pitch and making them work. Like,
You know what?
Not
What
disputing that the manager can't get the players right, but they still need time to.
do you know what they might do? They might just delay one of the. They might sell both, but delay one of the transfers for as long as possible, and then maybe sell them right before the close of the window.
But that doesn't do anything for them because they need the money to go to reinvest.
But if they're signing good players in the meantime and letting these players gel in, and then you figure out the player you want, I don't know, man.
But how can they sign the players in the meantime if they haven't got the bread potentially?
No, but I think they have got some. They must have some kind of bread from TV rights. I don't know, man. They're accounting, but yeah.
So straight from an Arsenal point of view, what you're saying in terms of like who, obviously probably Sesko, then no one else that you're going to be doing.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that we're always like, I see a couple like murmurs surrounding like Xavi Simons, obviously. I don't know how much legs there is in that. So I don't know if he has a spectacular Euros. You never know if any legs in that start to pick up pace. But yeah, the obvious one would be Sesko. I'm seeing some publications saying he's not our first choice target any longer. I'm seeing some say that he is our first choice target alongside United and Chelsea. So he's obviously going to be someone that we're going to be looking at.
I'll be annoyed if you get him and he comes to the Prem and bangs, bro, because we've been watching that guy for so long, bro. It'll be another one that we just missed out, like Casado, bro.
Who's that? Sesko?
Yeah.
Sesko.
Sesko. I think he could be really good. I'm trying to think who else would be, and then I don't know, maybe like the English guys, the English nationals, like Eze I mentioned. I think we should have a look at him. I think there's talks of Fabio Vieira going on loan back to Porto.
Just on Eze, do you think he would come back to Arsenal, being that Arsenal relation when he wanted to?
100%.
Yeah,
of course.
That broke his heart, man. He wants to just prove himself. He wants to come back home. He wants to prove himself. You know what I mean? I think. Why wouldn't he? Like Arsenal, like one of the most exciting projects in England. It would be a brilliant welcome.
You think he want to prove himself, or do you think you just like that's
not to anyone else, just to himself? Like really, you know what I mean?
So say that what club would be of a magnet?
Think about it, because it weren't just Arsenal. It weren't just Arsenal that thingy though. It weren't just Arsenal that released him. It was Arsenal. It was Fulham. I think there was a next club, and then I think it was QPR where we got his.
But he what he said is that Arsenal was his like boyhood club, and that one's the one that literally broke. He wanted to make it Arsenal. That one broke his heart.
So
my question is, like, say for instance, a Liverpool and an Arsenal both put in bids for him.
As in right now.
Yeah, would he go to Arsenal?
I think Arsenal.
I think Arsenal.
I think he'll
He's
get
right now,
Arsenal.
yeah.
I think you've got to just weigh it up. Like both projects are decent. Obviously, Liverpool's Liverpool, mad successful team, brilliant team, big team. But they're also about to go through a massive transition, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. You don't know what's going to happen post Klopp. We don't know what this Arne Slot dude is about. Obviously, Klopp didn't leave them in bad shape because he started doing a little bit of a rebuild. But I mean, if we're going by the last 2 seasons, what Liverpool was 11 points off the pace of the top. Arsenal's only 2 points off the pace. We look like the closest out of the 2 teams to
I
win
don't
the
think
Prem.
he's thinking about all of that.
Yeah.
To be
No,
fair.
but
I think he lives in
why
London
wouldn't
and
he?
Arsenal's in London. I think
No, bro,
he
like,
better
no, I think anyone that's got like,
Oh, you're right.
I think anyone that's
Okay.
kind of like trying to like, if you see yourself as that guy,
Mm.
and he's been that guy for Crystal Palace, he's going to England for the Euros. Now you're looking at yourself as a player as, okay, I've got a little bit about me now. I've got a bit of clout. People are recognizing me. Let me go and achieve. So you're going to be thinking,
I'm tired
where
of
am I going
working.
to? Where am I going to achieve? Liverpool's obviously a great candidate to go and achieve, but with Arsenal, there's a potential that you can achieve. But with Arsenal, I don't know where it is, but we love our players. Like we love our players, we buy into it, and we're such a young team, and you could be part of like, wow, like you were part of this new team that has taken Arsenal back into the victory days from like 21 years of like freaking exile. Of major honours.
There's a lot more upside at Arsenal.
That's basically
So if you brought him to Arsenal, if you lot got Eze, who comes out of the team then?
Well,
you can play him on the left.
Yeah, I'll say you pay him on the left.
But I think he's better off as in center.
Yeah, but then, bro, you know what it is, bro. Like I think all teams that are trying to all teams that need to compete need to be thinking about raising your floor, and to raise your floor, you need to raise your ceiling. So I think it's just a brilliant problem to have. Like I think Marley Marl said it in last week's episode. Like we can't just be looking to compete in a league. You need to also compete for the trophies, bro. And if you want to compete for the trophies as well, you just need a competent and good. We need about, in my opinion, you need about 16 to 18 starters. You know what I mean? People get
signings, bro. I say what?
No, starters. So like whatever team you put out, you're winning.
Do you think Arteta will be? You know how like Pep managed all the people's expectations and just got rid of like Ferran Torres because he wasn't getting game time. Even we're hearing Julian Alvarez is potentially entertaining the idea of leaving the club as well for game time. Do you think Arteta could manage 16 to 18 starters who aren't starting and getting as much game time as they would probably expect to come into Arsenal?
If he trusts the players. I don't think that some of the players that's there now, I don't think he trusts them.
Yeah, I hear you lot saying about trust. So like if a player comes in and, do you know what I mean? And when you have players and you're not starting, it's very easy to upset the whole apple cart.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I can only go by what we've seen, and I've seen Arteta put trust in players that I probably wouldn't, and that's being forced to do so. I've also seen him criticised for not trusting players enough times and maybe running Saka through into the ground. A lot of people said.
The Ramsdale thing kind of does worry me.
In what sense?
No, in my opinion,
how it was done. So I'm not sure if he can.
That's the ruthlessness that you want.
Yeah,
that's the ruthlessness you want in your gaffer, bro. Like if you want a particular standard and you've got a great player, but he ain't hitting that standard that you're trying to achieve. Arteta, if anything, is proven that he's prepared to be ruthless, to sacrifice what is a safe bet and just sticking and going for something a little bit.
I'm not talking about what was done, because remember, I said to you that's exactly what was happening at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
no matter how it was done. In terms of like let's say, for example, you know how like Rashford, people are speculating that Rashford, his performances kind of went down after Eric Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho's kind of rift because they're close in it. So if somebody's close with Ramsdale, it could affect them as well, depending on their mentality. Like, it shouldn't really.
It didn't look like it affected anybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So my point is, obviously, in terms of what he did, I think that's 100% spot on and correct in the Ramsdale situation. Just in terms of how it came through to us was a bit ugly.
That was the media being the media, though, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, all we kept hearing about Ramsdale this, Ramsdale that, Ramsdale this, Ramsdale that. After a while, when you could see that it wasn't affecting Arteta, it wasn't changing anything, they moved on. They moved
Mm.
on, and then all of a sudden, Arteta became the greatest risk taker in the world because he took this risk on Raya. Like, that was just the media, man. If anything, I think Arteta's proven that he is, to me now, which is probably why, you know, you don't really hear me questioning him so much nowadays. He's probably proven that he looks like he can manage a squad of infused, motivated, quality players. Whereas before, I wasn't always sure that he could do that.
Mm.
Okay, let's bring this back. So you're saying, so as a potentially you're watching Sesko and
Sesko, I can't think of really anyone else.
but you know when someone like Smith Rowe sees the likes of Eze, this Wharton guy, even Cole Palmer, he needs to know that he needs to leave Arsenal now.
You should go Palace, bro. This is a route in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I got a soft spot for ESR. I've always got time for ESR.
Right, but like, but that's the sense. When you see the likes of those people coming up now, when ESR should have probably been here ready, like
he needs to play regularly. Yeah, he needs to play regularly.
So if Arteta's not going to play him, should just let him go.
Yeah, maybe on loan though, man. I don't know what you reckon. We should just sell him.
Sell him with a buyback clause or something, because what Aki's sent a 24-year-old on loan. When he's taken what
Yeah, maybe with a buyback. Yeah, like I said, but I'm at the point now, like if we did sell him, I would be upset about it, and obviously I'd be upset about it, but it is what it is, man.
Hang on, even buyback in the 24 is a bit nuts as well.
No, you never know, because
if you haven't seen enough from the guy, then you just let them go for
I think with Smith Rowe thing, it's just like, can you see if he can like last the whole season?
Yeah, that's true. Without getting injured or
it's not his quality. It's probably how.
I agree.
Yeah, that buyback could happen within a year and a half, bro.
Yeah, because do you not think Real Madrid would love to do a buyback right now for Odegaard potentially?
Yeah, but I think the point is that they just moved on. So obviously, like, it's not to say that they wouldn't want to do it, but it's just like move on. Like, for example, like when we sold Coutinho, we probably would have loved to have done a buyback, but you just got to move on, man. Because I think you kind of like just draw a line. No,
let's say you've got like an Mbappe, you sold him and he's now gone on to where he's got to. If you got your buyback and your first
but
option,
like Mbappe potential is way different to ESR potential.
I know.
Like,
I'm just using an example as to when you use the buyback. But
yeah, no, I'm with you. I think from what we've seen from ESR, obviously, I think ESR is a good player, but from what I've seen, it hasn't been crazy enough for Arsenal to let's say he reaches his potential. Arsenal have still got better players that I expect, players that I think who haven't reached their full potential that are going to be better than his potential.
Yeah,
is Amadou Onana going? He's going to Euros with Belgium, innit?
Yeah. I just looked at the Belgian team.
Yeah, I'd say we'll look at him as well, man.
Everyone wants him, boy.
Yeah, I'll be having a look at him as well.
Great singer, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, everyone. What's you guys' thoughts on him? I know, like, whenever I've asked, I don't feel like I've seen enough of him.
Yeah, and it's difficult to judge him because of the team that he's in. Because people seem to feel like he's got a higher ceiling than the current team that he's at.
Yeah, bruv, he's the answer for every single team. Like, so Man United, Arsenal fans has asked for him as well. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's just a destroyer or if he's got more to his game. That's what
I think there's a creative aspect to him as well, and he's got decent feet in terms of being able to dribble out of tight spots. But
what game was it?
The structure point is
I swear we played Belgium recently, like is in England.
Yeah.
Bro,
and look,
wasn't it that game where Onana basically had the England midfield on toast?
He played well in that game.
Was he doing? Was he destroying or was he playing? That's what.
He was a mixture of both.
Spaces, destroying and tight spaces. As
I personally think it's obviously we're seeing him in an Everton team. Put him in a team, in a higher quality team with a decent coach. I think you see that he's got some potential,
and he's still mad young as well. He's only like 22. So,
and he's mad tall as well.
Yeah,
like,
he's got all the attributes for the Prem, definitely.
Yeah. You're quite. Sorry, I thought you.
I heard that obviously Villa have to sell some players for FFP.
Yeah,
and potentially, million. What's that?
50 million.
What, Louise?
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah, Arsenal might be in for him for 50 mil.
We've been looking at him for a minute, haven't we?
But let's sort of close out the Euros now. Let's go around the room. If I was to put everyone on the spot and say, who are your favourites to win and your dark horses. Let's go, Dre. What are you saying? Your favourite and your dark horses.
Favorite to win the tournament for the Euro, I'll probably go with. I have to go with France, man.
France.
Yeah, and dark horses, I'll probably go. Oof, let me just have the teams up in it just quickly. Let's go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Belgium as a dark horse. You know,
Bro, they're smelly, man.
When the go gets tough, bro.
Strives, who are you saying?
I'm gonna go with Germany, the favourites. And my dark horse is England.
Yeah.
My dark horse is England, yeah. Because I know England are favourites. No, they're favourites in what country though? In this country?
Oh yeah.
with Southgate, whatnot. I think England, my dark horses, man. I reckon we could do it still. But they wouldn't be my favourites. My favourites would probably be Germany, host country, obviously world class elite striker in Kai Havertz. They're leading the line. Yeah, it's Germany.
Cool. Jerry?
My favourites are France. My dark horses are. I'm gonna go out of the box here. I want to say, looking at Dre, I'm gonna say Turkey. No, Turkey got a couple of players, bro. They got that actor Coglu guy who was smoking Man United in the Champions League.
Dre, are you Turkish, Dre? Or are you Greek?
No. Let's move on, man.
I just wanted to know if that was a racist remark or not.
Yeah, like his enemies. I'm going for his enemies still. Bro.
Oh,
but no, they got what's it? Arda Güler, obviously. I want to see him play. I'm looking forward to watching him play. That
was from Madrid.
Yeah, Kokchu from Benfica and Sadio Özcan as well from Dortmund, man. They got a couple players, man. So they're I think I don't know, remember last time I was enjoying Turkey was when what's his name? That black brother from Ends that played for them. Remember? In that Euros.
Kazim.
Yeah, Kazim. Yeah. That they were fighting that tournament. So yeah,
I got a couple Turkish pals that are just full on football trolls, and for those purposes only, I would love for Turkey to get a real early exit, bro.
Bro, so would I.
I'll type my Turkish studs.
Can't lie.
I bet you would, didn't it? I'll type my Turkish studs.
So, Miles, who are you saying?
France are my favourites, and I'll go dark horses. Croatia. Yeah.
From there, have you seen their group?
Their group's tough, but they won their last game against Portugal, and it was Portugal were all over them. But
their group is Italy, Croatia, Spain, Albania. I think they can get out of that group.
But that's probably the toughest group.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, the next toughest one, you've got Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. Nah. Yeah, I think that's the toughest one.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the toughest one, actually. I'm gonna say Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland, but no, that's the toughest one. Cool. Yeah, I will say favourites probably France because of their team and their manager. Dark horses, Germany, home nation, and all that.
Yeah, shout when they're at home, innit? When the team's at home as well.
Wait, does dark horses mean second favourites?
No, because but mine. I don't think mine was.
No,
I don't think mine was.
The team you said that surprising will do well, right?
Yeah, that's why
I'm with you for Del Estrada as well. I don't think my one was a second favorite.
No, I'm expecting Germany and England to do well. Who did you say, MJ?
No,
Croatia.
Yeah,
Croatia's a dark horse, but England should be as well, bro.
No, they're favourites.
Why do you think Germany, the host nation?
No one's been raving about Germany though.
The host nation with the quality of players that we discussed with their midfield and whatnot.
So
I hear what you're saying, Della, as well, but I'm more with Strive.
I wouldn't.
I said Belgium, innit?
Yeah, Belgium would be dark horses technically.
Yeah, that's why I went kind of out of the box.
What does dark horses mean?
I'll say Netherlands then.
Yeah. But what does did you check what it means?
No. Dark horses means like who's got like an outside.
They
don't even have an outside chance of winning. Like they shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, boy, Turkey have the darkest horses then.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to force my change from my dark horses, if England was considered to be favourites, I would mimic Dre's choice of Belgium. Okay. Yeah. I don't. Why do you think they're stinky, Della?
Who've they got? KDB.
They got KDB. They
Well,
got
they got a couple
Lukaku.
players, you know.
They got
Belgium always.
Tillemans.
No,
They got-
let's
they-
quickly have
They
a
got
look.
yeah.
Let me take you through their
They got
squads.
Tielemans, Onana.
Do you know who?
Who's
Do you know
that
who
wash
they've
you?
got? They've got one young player called Astavranks or something
In
like
what
that, bro.
position?
He plays for Wolfsburg. He's centre mid, bro. But this guy has been like, I think
Is he
he's been
cold?
balling out since he was 16 or something like that, man.
We got Trossard. He's been clutch in the Prem. I reckon he can do it on the international stage.
Then they got
He's got a
Catania.
Obviously, we
Damn,
touched
Jan
on
Vertonghen
Onana.
still.
What thirds in defense?
Munier.
They've still got Vertonghen still playing, bro.
They've got
Yeah.
Courtois. They've got the best goalkeeper in the world. They always
Yeah,
stand
that's
strong.
true. That's
But
true.
that guy always.
No, Courtois not there, big man.
He's not,
He didn't-
He
Oh,
didn't
is
take
he
him.
retired.
Yeah,
He's
take him.
retired. He's
Nah,
retired,
he
isn't he?
wasn't.
No,
No, he's
no,
not
no.
retired.
He was
just
injured,
wasn't
innit?
selected.
Wow.
But you still got to take him, even though it's because
They
they don't
did-
like him. No, nobody likes him.
Oh
in
yeah, because of
Belgium.
KDB. And okay, that makes sense.
Nasty
It's
boy.
gonna have to be Castells then, because who else have they got? Kaminsky from Luton and
What,
that
their
Southgate.
goalkeeper?
Yeah.
I don't even know who Castells is, bro. Who's he play for, bro?
He played for that German
Wolfsburg.
team, Wolfsburg. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
man, he's gone,
yeah.
bro.
No.
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to see something from that the Catalara.
No, you know what? Yeah, you know
One
what?
from
Then
Atalanta.
I just looked at their defenders list. Yeah, Belgium. Yeah, Belgium are getting smoked. So my dark horse is staying as England.
Rather, come on,
Can't
man.
be.
Give it one more chance. Give it one more chance.
Yeah.
One more
Say
Well-
Scotland.
go.
Oh, Kieran Tierney. No, Netherlands. I'm gonna mimic their Stella Strada.
Okay.
Netherlands, because they're quite young. They're dark horses. They got some quality in there. They've still got some. They got Mickey V. They got VVD and they got VDV in there.
Yeah, but
Well, why did-
who's actually play centre back? It's going to be VVD and Ake.
Oh, that's calm.
No, because you said no. You said VV. No, you said
Yeah. No, he's in the squad though, isn't it? Van der Ven. Yeah, I think.
Is Singy in the squad as well? You're in Timber.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
too late. Maybe brother. Is his brother?
no, I don't
You're
think so.
Timber.
I don't think I saw. I didn't think I see his name when I was looking before.
No. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's it, listeners. Those are our favorites, our dark horses. The tournament starts on Friday. Yeah, we'll be back again next week, Monday, to give you an update on with the first round by then, right?
Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, when this episode drops, it'll be Makaya's birthday. Happy birthday, Max.
Happy birthday,
Birthday,
Matt.
Max.
Does she listen to the
Happy
podcast?
birthday,
Or
Matt. Birthday,
are
Matt.
you just gonna clip it up for her?
No, she listens if I'm playing it in the car still.
Okay.
Respect.
Just fast forward it to the end.
Getting them counts up. Getting them
Yeah.
counts up.
Yeah, you gotta listen to see how you were sounding in the pod.